This design is one I'm really excited to share with you because it's one that you, my subscribers, have been asking for, and that is on how to make this balloon bear. We are going to look at exactly how I recreated this design, and you can see where things went wrong for me and how I overcame them. I also talk about the artwork that you see on the balloon. If you are keen to remake this design, what you're going to need to do is watch this video as well, because that tells you exactly how I made the paw design. But you can see how it gets integrated into the balloon here if you've already seen that one and are raring to go. I just love how cute it is, and I can't wait to show you that design. So let's do it right now. Let's go. Just starting off with the head, I am going to create a raisin, and that raisin is going to go inside first pink quickling, and then you're going to inflate that. So that raisin's inside. Tie this balloon off by tying the nozzle to the quick link. So this gives the effect of bringing that balloon shape in a bit and flattening out the top a bit for the head. This will be concealed with a bit of creativity where we add a bow. The raisin inside, we are going to try and grab that when it's down opposite the bit at the top. And then just in there, wrap the twist. I'm going to use 260 in the same color as the balloon. And just pulling that tight as I wrap it a few times in one direction, grabbing the opposite one and wrapping a few times in the other. Then we're just going to tie a knot and secure. It might take you a couple of attempts to get that, but if the technique is new to you, keep on practicing, persevere. I've got a video that's on raisin twists which you might find helpful. To do the ears, I'm just going to set my legenda to 0.2 to help me get consistent bubbles. With this 5-inch round, I'm just making sure that it's as round as possible when I tie it off by squishing the air up towards the top of the balloon. Taking a 260, it's not fully inflated. I'm just going to maybe stay there. Mind of its own. I'm going to tie these two together and create a pinch twist. Squishing down nice and firmly on the round. As we've squished down nice and firm, notice how it starts a lot flatter at the base and as it comes back round in, and helping to reduce some of the bulk. Remove excess. We're going to repeat for the other. Just squeezing and reducing the air supply a bit in this area. By doing this nice and firm as well, it can help ensure that this bubble is not going to slip out of our 260. Take the latex from the nozzle of the balloon turn around to help lock it in place. Position the ears, we want to try and put them as far apart as possible so they can be on either side. And we're going to create a bow and put that in the center. Passing them through to help lock it in place. Two pinch twists. And one more petal twist the same size as your first. We'll remove that excess. Secure it under in between the two pinch twists of the bow. Once you're happy with the position, on to the next. Now, the back can look a little bit messy, and if that is at this point bothering you, trim off the excess bits of latex to help reduce that even further. Pulling and releasing those small bits can really help them to get hidden away within the twist as well. Now, I do notice that my head is slightly to the side, so I might try to release this knot and I'm going to redo it. Cut that off very close to the knot and tug on that. Let's try that again, and this time, yeah, it is actually going to be a scrap. What can be helpful is if you've got a darker raisin twist inside, you can kind of see where that is in there to help you decide if you're having it in a good spot. Let's assess that. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a better position. So I'm tying this, definitely stretching that as far as I can as I wrap. By doing that, stretching out the latex, and it allows it to shrink back in and just gives a bit of a better grip on the latex itself. Double knot for security. Now we're ready to do the body. Stay. For the body, we're going to use two 12-inch rounds. It doesn't matter if they're not identical. You can set your timer to make sure they're identical. Either way, whatever you prefer is fine. I'm aiming for maybe a little bit larger than the head. Tie those two together at the base. I'm going to bring these links together as close as I can. So we're going to have something that looks a bit like this. I need a view. Placing the head at the top of the body. Bring those scrap bits down. Double knot. Going to make the arms around the neck joint area. Plating the next balloon. I've left around 20 centimeters on it rated. Doesn't matter too. We can add a balloon or take one away. But I'm going to release a little bit of flare. I'm going to be pulling the latex nice and firmly until we've got a bit of a curvature happening at the front of the bottle. We want to try and avoid as much gappage as possible between these two areas. Now, it doesn't matter if it does occur. A small gap is fine. We'll pinch this. I really think I should put more air in this bubble, but that's okay. Live and learn. I'm going to twist off a length of balloon, followed by 1 inch bubble to pinch twist. We want this neck bubble to be about the same on either side, but it doesn't matter if one's a bit different to the other. By the point where it meets our pinch twist, I'm just squeezing in. We can remove that. Now, this is not the first time that I did the arms, so I'm just going to show you what I did. If you've got enough balloon left over, you can go ahead to continue to use it. You don't need to remove the balloon at this point. So by the time we're finished, we're not really going to see these bits of balloon on the outside. And for those who inspect the things closer, well, it's up to them if they want to ruin the balloon magic for themselves. Taking another 260. And this is going to be used to attach the legs. You've attached this next 260 and that one of the pinch bits. Bring it down to the side and bat a point just a little bit higher than the round part of the bottom of the balloon. We want to have a pinch twist. Lift up this bubble. Have my pinch twist. Bring it around and underneath. We want to hold the 260 and allow it to go in between the two quick link balloons a little bit, rather than just having it sit around the bottom. And as I am preparing to make my next pinch twist, I'm just making sure that this part of the balloon is nice and close to the body. And these bits here, we can actually use that to help make this bear sit into a balloon base. So don't get rid of those and don't make them too difficult to access. We want to try and make this bubble the same size as what we did here. Pinch twist would come undone, but that's okay, I can put that back on. I'll try to, if it'll let me. Rude. I am losing a bit of air. This kind of thing can happen. And just let me show you what I'm going to do to help fix it. I'm just going to put the pinch twist into this 260. Balloons can be unpredictable, and I'm kind of glad it's showing you this here because you can see how I just lean into it and allow that, just change up my design or approach slightly different. But we just want to make sure we've got pinch twist on each side, because what that does is allow us to have greater intent with where we want to position these arms. Just assessing the case. There's a hole anywhere? I don't think there is. I just think as I was trying to do the pinch twist that I may not have twisted it off enough times initially and the air was escaping. While I'm going to put some helium balloons in here, you certainly don't need that. Maybe she can be holding a flower or something else, or not even holding anything. I'd love to see your creativity on it though, so make sure, if you haven't already, you join the Rainbow of Balloons Learning and Resource Centre, and I'd love to see what you create. So I'm not going to make it very long for the leg, so I want to keep it fairly close to the body still. I think that's pretty good. That's about 3 bubbles. 3 fingers. And hopefully it's positioned in such a way that it can stand. Oh no! Good thing we kept some of those balloons. Now I feel I want the extra assurance that nothing bad's going to happen. So, oh, I jinxed it. I just lost my pinch twist. I am going to do this additional bubble as additional assurance. When we attempt larger projects like this, sometimes we just need to get in there, experiment and see where it leads us. And try not to be afraid to remake things if they don't turn out as we hoped. But there you have how to make the Care Bear, and you can go ahead to do some artwork. My camera ran out of space while I was recording, so I'm not sure what you might have missed there, and I'll find out later when I go to edit. But I have got my 2 hearts on there, and I think the face is dry enough for me to attempt to draw on there now. Centre back towards the top. I like to use these black Pentel Maxi Flow for the details that are required in the black marker. Anytime I'm leaving a negative space, like I have for the pupil here, I just make sure I overcompensate for the size because we tend to misjudge it, but we can always reduce it carefully and more considerately, but it's hard to add to that space. Sometimes I might need to go over an area more than once. Draw a line and bringing it around. So lashes. The thing I love about outlines is it can help make small corrections to the shape of your balloon designs as well. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this very cute Care Bear balloon design. I've used this body design where I've used the head and the body in other ways before as well. So for instance, one is with this line that I made, but as you can see, I did the head a little bit differently because it's a line and it looks a little bit different to this one. But I really hope that you enjoy this design as much as I do. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and why not ring that bell so you don't miss another upload. And of course, make sure to give the video a thumbs up as well, and that can help show the YouTube algorithm how much you like my video and share it out with more people. You know, I appreciate all of it. So thank you so much for joining me in this design and for helping me to put a positive twist in your life, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.